me, yeah. She gon' do it all for me, yeah. She gon' be calling me, begging me please. Come right back to me.
My bad, y'all. I had to start another live stream because my other one got messed up. I was having some technical difficulties. So I had to start another live stream. If y'all come in, we'll start. If not, we'll save it for another day. But I'll wait till y'all get in here if y'all come in.
We so deep that we falling.
I'm feeling so good cause I got the keys coming about the hood cause I finally made it. I'm gonna do what I should cause I'm dedicated. I'm gonna read out the book and you can't debate it. I'm seeing the truth and I'm meditating at the top of the room and I'm meditating. Feeling that doom, try to shake it, working up by the tomb, about to take it. Hearing the boom, ain't kinda fake it. If you know you're a fool if you fuck to say it. I'm gonna chill in the back blowing Gary Payton. Play it, pace to the left like a lemonade. I got a cake but I never save it. Stack up the cake but I never bake it. Stack up the paper that I been making. Blow out the paper that I've been hating. I turn them to nothing, reconnect. It's about time that I recollect it. I'm about to shine, I'm a legend. Put all these diamonds up in my neck. Got an alignment and got a flex. I about the light and I'm reflecting. Out of the night that I was left. I'm coming up fight cause I got the last. Got me shining so bright cause I got the flash. I'm the grandson of right cause I got the last. Be seeing through you like a weak confession. You've been worshiping the wrong complexion. You've been praying to the wrong protection. Read the law and now it's all connected. Rome was falling, now it's all effective. I watch them fall like they all confetti. I come when I talk like a summer shade. Tupac when I talk like I'm not a baby. They tried to lock me up like I'm Nelly. Me and Queen was getting down on the telly. Niggas was calling us for their belly. It was so hot in that bitch like Nelly. I was okay but I didn't sell it. All that shit that you trying to sell me. You niggas think I'ma be the real me. I had to wait till my papa sealed me. You niggas ain't got what it take to kill. You niggas ain't got what it take to build. You niggas ain't got what it take to feel. Guess I got the chill. Just let me know when you got the bill. And I'ma let you know when I got the meal. Baby got the bag and I got the wheel. Coming right back when you got the feel. Now we never lack cause we got the deal. Shorty got my back and I got the shield. I'm just getting back but they tried to steal. They know it's so back there about the kneel. I'm about to attack cause I got the seal. I can't remember now because we connected. It's about time that I recollect it. Like a shine cause I'm elected. Put all these diamonds up in my necklace. I got an alignment and got effective. I'm a light and I'm reflecting. Out of the night that I was left. I'm feeling so good cause I got the keys coming about the hood cause I finally made it. I'm gonna do what I should cause I'm dedicated. I'm gonna read out the book and you can't debate it. I'm seeing the truth and I'm meditating at the top of the room and I'm meditating. Feeling the doom, try to shake it, working up by the tomb, about to take it. Hearing the boom, ain't kinda fake it. If you knew you're a fool if you fuck with Satan. I'm gonna chill in the back blowing Gary Payton. Play it bitch to the left like a lemonade. I got a cake but I never save it. Stack up the cake but I never bake it. Stack up the paper that I been making. Blow out the paper that I'm a hater. I turn on and I'm reconnected. It's about time that I'm recollected. I'm about to shine, I'm elected. Put all these diamonds up in my necklace. Got an alignment and got affected. I'm at the light and I'm reflecting. Out of the night that I was left. I'm coming up fight cause I got the lesson. Got me shining so bright cause I got the blessing. I'm the grandson of right cause I got the message. You see it through you like a weak confession. You've been worshiping the wrong complexion. You've been praying to the wrong protection. Read the law and now it's all connected. Roma falling, now it's all effective. I watch them fall like they all confetti. I come when I talk like a summer shade. Tupac when I talk like I'm Machiavelli. They tried to lock me up like I'm Ellie. Me and Queen was getting down on the telly. Things was coloring us for their belly. It was so hot in that bitch like Nelly. I was on team without it Sally. All that shit that you try to sell me. You niggas fake, I'ma be the real me. I had to wait till my papa sealed me. You niggas ain't got what it take to kill. You niggas ain't got what it take to build. You niggas ain't got what it take to feel.
Shalom, family.
Brother Josiah, Shalom. And I'ma let you know when I got the meal. Baby got the bag and I got the wheel. Coming right back when you got the feel. Never never lack cause you got the deal. Shorty got my back and I got the shield. I'm just getting back but they tried to steal. They know it's
Wait for a few more people to get in here. We'll start. What destroyed society? What destroyed it? That's what we're going to get into. I'll be back.
Feels so good. I'm feeling so good cause I got the keys. Coming about the hood cause I finally made it. I'm gonna do what I should cause I'm dedicated. I'm gonna read out the book and you can't debate it. I'm seeing the truth and I'm meditating at the top of the room and I'm elevating. Feeling the doom, try to shake it. Working up by the tune, about to take it. Hearing the boom, I ain't kinda fake it. You know you're a fool if you fuck with Satan. I'm gonna chill in the back blowing Gary Payton. Play a bitch to the left like a lemonade. I got a cake but I never save it. Stack up the cake but I never bake it. Stack up the paper that I will make it. Real out the paper that I'm a hate it. I turn on and I'm reconnected. It's about time that I recollect it. I'm about to shine, I'm elected. Put all these diamonds up in my necklace. Got an alignment and got affected. I'm by the light and I'm reflecting. Out of the night that I was left. I'm coming up fight cause I got the lesson. Got me shining so bright cause I got the blessing. I'm the grandson of right cause I got the message. You see it through you like a weak confession. You've been worshiping the wrong complexion. You've been praying to the wrong protection. Read the law and now it's all connected. Roma falling, now it's all effective. I watch them fall like they all confetti. I come when I talk like a summer shade. Tupac when I talk like I'm Machiavelli. They tried to lock me up like I'm Ellie. Me and Queen was getting down on the telly. Things was coloring us for their belly. It was so hot in that bitch like Nelly. I was on team without it Sally. All that shit that you trying to sell me. You niggas fake, I'ma be the real me. I had to wait till my papa sealed me. You niggas ain't got what it take to kill. You niggas ain't got what it take to build. You niggas ain't got what it take to feel. Guess I got the chill. Just let me know when you got the bill. And I'ma let you know when I got the meal. Baby got the bag and I got the wheel. Coming right back when you got the feel. Now we never lack cause you got the deal. Shorty got my back and I got the shield. I'm just getting back but they tried to steal. They know some back there about the kneel. I'm about to attack cause I got the seal. I turn on and I'm reconnected. It's about time that I'm recollected. I'm about to shine cause I'm elected. Put all these diamonds up in my necklace. Got an alignment and got effective. I'm by the light and I'm reflecting. Out of the night that I was left. Coming out of the night that I was left.
What y'all think destroyed society? What y'all think destroyed it? What do you think puts the world at a point of no return? What do you think is that ingredient? We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. Because the same thing that's got the world on its path of destruction is what had you on your path of destruction before you were pulled out of it. It's always important that we as elect remember that we were chosen out of the world. Okay? We were chosen out of the world. Pepper Blue says greed. Ultimately, yeah, it comes back to that. But that greed causes you to do something. And we want to talk about that something. Okay? What that has caused men to do with their minds. That's what we want to talk about. So greed is a great answer because it does boil back down to that. Greed causes men to make a mistake. We want to talk about that mistake that he be making. Son Judah said technology, AI. Okay, I can see that. Technology is the downfall of society. I used to always say, it's funny you said that, Brother Josiah, because I used to tell all my homeboys, like, the cell phone was the downfall of mankind. That was the exact words I would say. The cell phone is the downfall of mankind. Before the cell phone, like, people didn't have to worry about going through your phone and checking through your DMs and looking to see who you've been text messaging and seeing which pictures you got sent to you and all this Facebook Messenger. And, that didn't happen before the cell phone. You see? But all of what y'all are saying, greed, technology, it all boils down to something. That's what we're going to talk about. Because guess what? Technology is something that was offered to us, offered to man. Here you go. What about this little trinket? I told you, it's all about trinkets and shit. They're like, hey, how about that? Isn't that good? If it's good and bad, then that means it's good and evil. It's forbidden. So I shouldn't even be messing with it. Don't eat it, which means don't receive it into your body and become one with it. That's what it means. So we want to get back to the point of what destroyed society. What did it? All right, y'all. Let me go grab my scripts and then we'll start. All right. Go to the book of, let's see, 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 16. All right. We're going to figure out what destroyed society. What's got the world in this case that it's in? 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7, it says, "But the Lord said to Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him." Because I have refused him. "For the Lord seeth not as man seeth." So man sees different than God. If man is seeing different than God, then isn't that error? So wouldn't that bring your society down? "For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart." So what is man's issue? He judges things based on outward appearance, Abba said. He judges on outward appearance. Well, what does that cause to happen? Deception and lies. That is what destroys society. Men's poor judgment, not judging righteous judgment. Because all the things that were mentioned, technology and greed, those things don't matter if you can judge righteously. Because if somebody comes to you with an object or an offering of any sort, you will reject it if you know it ain't good for you. Ain't that right? But you will receive it in if you think it is good. Well, it's good and evil. Your cell phone, yeah, you can talk to your girlfriend all night long, but that shit burning inside of your damn brain, cooking your ass. So it's good and evil. Well, we'll overlook the evil part. Well, that's what's caused this society to fall. Watch what I'm saying. You have a car. Do cars have the ability to run off of water? Has man made cars that run off water and steam? Okay, so why does he use gasoline? What did Sister Pepper Blue say? Greed. Now his greed don't matter if you don't accept what he's offering. So when they came with the gasoline cars, mankind could have said, no, that shit burn fumes into the atmosphere and make emissions. We don't want that. That's good and evil. We just want good. Let's make a car where steam come out. That's righteous judgment. But man said, but we can make a buck. We can make a buck. So there we have it. Do you see? That's why I said it's a good answer what you gave. He says, the Lord don't see like man sees. So when somebody comes to God and says, look what I did, God, isn't this good? God says, it's actually a filthy rag. Because I don't see like you see. You think you did something good. Y'all hear that today? Watch this. Isaiah 64, verse 6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousnesses are as filthy rags. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. Iniquities is poor judgment, unbalanced judgment. When you go to court or anything that has to do with a judge, they have a scales there with the woman with a thing over her eyes like this with a sword in her hand. I don't see as man sees. Can y'all hear that today? I don't judge outward appearance. I don't judge iniquity. Iniquity is outward appearance. Hey, you look good, so you must be good. Hey, you're beautiful, so you must be good for me. That's what caused society to fall. Families have fallen because of that. Man married a woman. Oh, she's beautiful on the outside. Married her, found out she was full of dead bones on the inside. Got divorced. Family got tore apart. Kids snatched away. Finances tore apart. Bald head, fat ass stomach, looking all out of shape, dejected, sad as hell, and depressed. All of that because of your own poor judgment. It didn't matter if she was wicked or full of dead men's bones and all this. Your master told you ahead of time. It's just that you didn't listen to him. You got caught up in the world. Now I got a question. The world, does it judge outward appearance? Well, when you become a celebrity, if you got crooked ass teeth, the world is going to make you straighten them bitches out and get veneers. Why? Because they say, now you're good because your teeth are straight. Now you're good because you're wearing that outfit. That's what has destroyed this place. Y'all hear me today? That's what has destroyed this place. Piss poor judgment. That's what it is. I remember a woman was mistreating her daughter. She was being evil toward her, mistreating her unjustly. It was iniquity. Her daughter had done nothing wrong, yet she was chastising her. Well, she whooped her. Okay? So I told her what she did was wicked and wrong, and then I got attacked by people for saying that what she did was wicked. So I asked one of the women, I said, so what she did, was it wicked? And then this woman says to me, well, she's just crazy. I ain't asking you if she's sane or not. I'm asking you if what she did was righteous or wicked. And this woman continued to tell me, yeah, she's just crazy. It's not about whether it's wicked or not. She's just out of her mind, man. That's why. So because she's out of her mind, she gets a pass. She can be wicked because she's crazy. So don't worry about it. Unrighteous dealings. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Not judging righteous judgment. Now, like I said, if you can't judge righteous judgment or judge the way God judges, you will get deceived. You will. Why do you think Yahushua said what he said? What did he say? Did he say they washed the inside of the cup? Is that what he said? Or does he say they washed the outside, but the inside is filthy? What did he say? What did he say, y'all? Let's see what he said. Matthew chapter 23, verse 25. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you make clean the outside of the cup. So are they cleaning the inside or the outside? Would you say, Sister Adele? Shalom, by the way. Welcome. Inside, filthy. That's right. The inside is filthy. They're not cleaning the inside. So if you're judging the outside, then you're missing it, aren't you? You're missing what they've been hiding from you. So then when people get married and they say, oh, this person tricked me. No, you judge them outwardly. You didn't judge them on the heart. You didn't do it. That's why society is falling. Because if everybody judged righteous judgment, they wouldn't be judging by anything that the person had. But all the places you go to, that's how people are judging, aren't they? Look at me right now. Look at me good. Imagine in your mind, back when you used to go to church, or even if you still do, when you go to church, do you see people dressed like this? Do you? Your pastor, is he in front of the congregation dressed like this? That's my question. I'll wait till I get an answer. The pastor at the church you went to, did he dress like this? Sister said, nope. That's right. Nope. When you see a pastor, does he look like he's taken thought of what he's put on? Now, do I look like I have? Now, what did Christ say to do? See what I'm telling you about judging righteous judgment? But if people were to be in a church setting and I was to get up in the pulpit and start talking, do you think they would listen to me or think I had anything of value to say because I look like this? Now, let's say I shaved my hair, shaved my beard, put on a suit and tie, and then stood up there in front of the church with the Rolex on and the cufflinks and Stacey Adams shoes and shit. I'm standing there in front of the church now. Now they're going to say, oh, now he's got something worth listening to. Information that you listen to when somebody's talking is not coming from the outside of them. It's coming from the inside. So why do you judge the outside to determine whether you should listen to them or not? That's crazy to do that. And that's why society is falling. I think that's a good person for me to be with. Do you judge them on the heart or do you judge them on how much money they got in their bank account? Which one did you do? And look at the world. I mean, you know how it says, righteous Lot, his righteous soul was vexed with the filthy conversation of the people he lived around? That's how it is here. You're literally looking at people on TikTok and Instagram and all this focused on the outside. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. And I'm sitting right there like, I do see you, but I ain't looking at the outside of you. I'm looking at your silly ass insides. That's filthy and dirty. Where all of this silliness is coming from that you doing with your horse teeth and your boob jobs and your collagen and your shit and your shaved down bones underneath your skin and scar tissue and Botox and steroids and fake abs. That shit is sickening. I'm not looking at that saying, no, you're good because you got a boob job. I just heard a young girl say that she just found out she got cancer. She's not even 30 years old. She found out she got cancer. And then she's saying, well, at least they're telling me that I'm already in line for surgery to get a breast augmentation after they remove my breast. So you're relieved. You're relieved because they said we gotta chop your tits off, but don't worry, because we'll take some silicone and put some new ones in there. So don't worry about the fact that we had to cut the other ones off. Good and evil sound like to me, nigga. Matter of fact, sound like evil and evil. Cutting off some titties to put some fake ones on there sound like evil to me. But they tell you it's good. This is healthy for you. It's going to cure your cancer. Don't worry about it. Her mother had cancer and she died listening to you niggas. Her grandmother had cancer and she died listening to you niggas. And now y'all are still talking to her. But she can't judge righteous judgment. So she's just like, hey, they said I can get a boob job after. So what's the big idea? The big idea is the titties that Abba put on you. You toxified them things up so bad that they had to be cut off your body before you was 30 years old. And you don't think it's because you ain't judging righteous judgment. That's what has destroyed society. Sister Dale said they can have mine. Oh man, Lil Flock, y'all funny. Y'all funny. So do you follow what I'm saying here? Christ said they are tricking y'all. And how are they tricking you? It's not a whole bunch of stuff that they're doing to deceive you. What are they doing to deceive you? They're decorating. Think about when you were a kid, and if you lived at home with your parents, they would say, clean your room. And you thought you was slick every now and again. And you tried to hide some stuff up under your bed and slide some stuff into the back of the closet and all of that. So you were trying to make a deception and an illusion, weren't you? So you tried to make the surface look good so that your parent would think it was good. But inside the closet, under the bed, was full of dead men's bones and pizza boxes and mouse turds and roaches. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Same thing people are doing to people. Okay, this world likes when you wear shiny stuff. They think you have something valuable worth saying when you do. So let me put some shiny shit around my neck. Cling. Okay, everybody, y'all should listen to me, right? And then everybody goes, yeah, you got a Cuban link on. They should listen to you. That's why society is falling. That kind of shit right there. Something happens in the world, and instead of people consulting Abba about why the event happened, they go on TikTok and they look for a celebrity's input on the matter, as if this nigga got something worth saying. Lil Boosie, what do you have to say about the school shooting down there? Oh man, I just think that's some bullshit that people let their kids have guns in school. I don't know why they do that. Well, probably because the nigga was listening to your music, nigga. How many bodies you got, Lil Boosie? So I don't think we need to be listening to you talk about anything that got to do with society. You a murderer. But you see how the world is? Oh, that's my nigga. He a real nigga. Boosie be putting on for the hood. He be putting on for the murderers. That's who he putting on for. That's what he is. What does it say about the enemy? He was a liar and a murderer from the beginning. So people that murder, who is their daddy? So then why are you listening to them? Or why are you going to them, seeking them out for some type of information on something? Because you can't judge righteous judgment. You judging based on that nigga's name brand. Stupid shit. Oh, that nigga got on some Nikes. Okay, let me listen to him. Because they're crispy and white and new. Let me listen. That's how they're deceiving you. Let's see. Let's continue reading. He says, you will clean the outside of the cup and the platter, but within you are full of extortion and excess. Clean first that which is within the cup and platter, you blind Pharisee, that the outside of them may be clean also. So, how does a person get clean on the outside? By cleaning the inside. But he says they leave the inside filthy. So then, y'all hear me? You're living in backwards world, upside down and backwards world. That's where you live at. That's where you live. Look, isn't it strange that you live on a planet where you have to buy fruit and vegetables? This is backwards as hell world. If you ruled this world, you would make your citizens pay for food? You would be so cruel as to do that? See what I mean about how this world is? Everybody thinks it's normal to buy it. So what? Get a job and do it. Get a job. You say you love God, right? Yeah. You say you love the Bible, right? Yeah, I do. Did you read why the children of Israel cried out to God? Yeah, because they were in hard labor. They were working hard jobs. So what the hell is you talking about? That's what life is all about. Growing up, going to school, getting a degree, getting a job, and then having a good life. And now here we see a whole generation of people saying, I spent all that time and money getting a degree, and now I don't even have a fucking job. I'm living in my mom's basement on a couch. Yeah, because they sold you a fantasy. They sold you a lie. Did you know that when you were born here as a debt slave? Your parents sold you into slavery. That's why they stamped you with a number called a social security number. Did you know that? So here you are, born a debt slave into slavery. You're born into slavery, and then you're growing up thinking that you're somehow going to break out of it by getting money that your oppressor handed to you. Your oppressor gave you something going to set you free. Since when? Since when? Y'all see the movie where the guy takes the girl, he kidnaps her and shit. He lock her up in the basement and shit. And he's going down there doing weird shit to her, and she's trying to figure out a way to get out. When does that kidnapper ever come down in the room and just say, here's the key to the lock that's on your hands there. Here's that key. Here's the key to the lock on the door that I'm going to put on the lock when I get out, when I leave. Here's the key to that. Here's the key to my bedroom and the front door. Don't go anywhere though. Looking at her and shit, don't you fucking leave. Starts backing out the door, locking it. What do you think she's going to do as soon as he gets out of there? Click, 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 click. So he ain't giving her no key. Well, your oppressor didn't give you no damn key neither. It ain't called money. Niggas is so silly with that. Money. Get our money. That's all we got to do. Y'all been listening to Kanye too damn long. Wait till I get my money right. La, 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 la. Then you can't tell me nothing, right? So wait a minute. Your oppressor's face is on that money, but you're going to stack so much of your oppressor's product that he ain't going to be able to tell you nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Silly ass rabbits. That's why society is destroyed, because of shit like that. Your oppressor controls something, and then you think that you can go to him and get it and then conquer him with it. Then why did Christ tell you, take no thought? For all of these things the Gentiles seek after. Why did he say that? What things do the Gentiles seek after, church? If he told you don't seek what they're seeking, then you must know what they're seeking to not seek it. So what are they seeking? Somebody tell me, what are the Gentiles seeking? Dee 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 dee. What are the Gentiles seeking? What are the Gentiles seeking? What they trying to get? Hmm? Let's see. Let's see. All right. Okay, verse 19. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth. Okay, Uncle Scrooge, with your vault, swimming through that shit. Store not up treasure for yourself on earth. Where you live at? On earth? Are you stacking up treasures there? He told you not to. So you see how it's the opposite of what the world tells you? Wait till I get my money right. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth. Wait till I get my money. Yeah, I love Jesus. I love Jesus. Wait till I get my money right. Love not the world, neither the things of the world. Love not money, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. See what I'm trying to say? Yeah, Kanye, yeah, you're fighting for us. You're fighting against the system. Yeah. Can't judge righteous damn judgment. Can't judge righteous judgment. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures where? In heaven, where neither moth nor rust does corrupt. Thieves cannot break through and steal it. So it can't corrupt. If you stack up riches in heaven, they can't corrupt, nor can they be stolen. Now, your car is parked outside. Can it corrupt and rust and get stolen? What niggas is chasing? Cars or Christ? Looks like they chasing the rusty shit to me. Look like they chasing the corrupted shit to me. He says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. There will your heart be also. Let's jump ahead. Verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. Wait till I get my money right. Sunday service. Yeah, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, wait till I get my money right. Jesus. No, 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 no. You can't serve two masters, man. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You see? He says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life. Who he talking to? His or the world? Take no thought for your life. What you shall eat, what you shall drink, nor yet for your body, what you shall put on it. No thought, or did he say, take a little thought? What did he say? Take no thought for your life. Take no thought for what you shall wear. Take no thought for what you shall eat or drink. Take no thought for your life. I don't know if y'all can hear them words. Take no thought for your life. Does it say take a little thought, some thought, partial thought, maybe thought, might thought, little bit thought? Or do it say no thought? None of your thoughts should be about food, clothes, shelter, being taken care of, being loved, or okay. You should already know you is. Why? Because your Father in heaven knows what you have need of before you open your mouth to ask him. He know what you need. You don't know God? You don't know he's all powerful? Well, then prove that you know he is by how you live. I'm not afraid of a damn thing. Why would I be if I got Abba? Just like it says, no thought, it also says no weapon. Does it say a little bit of weapons will work on you? Some weapons may work on you. Weapons can't formed against you won't work, but that one will. Do it say that kind of stuff? Or do it say no? Look at my head, y'all. No. That means none, zero, zilch, nada, nothing. That's what it means. No thought for your life. What does the world tell you? You deserve this. Their advertisements are only shown to people who feel like they need something or want something. But if you ain't taking thought of your life, then you don't give a damn about what a nigga trying to sell you. Yes, right here we have this drug here. When you get sick and you get a headache, take this drug. Now, it may make your teeth fall out, but don't worry because you can just get these dentures here and put this in here and some Polidin on that shit, put it up in there, and then continue eating, continue stuffing your damn face. Take no thought of what I eat. The hell is all on? What did the Romans used to do? They would eat and 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 eat until they couldn't eat anymore. And then they would throw it all up and then they would eat and eat and eat and eat and eat some more. Take no thought of what you shall eat or drink or put on or wear. Take no thought for your life. He says, is your life more than what you eat? And is your clothes more, is your body more valuable than the clothes you put on it? What y'all say? What's more valuable, you or your clothes? Then how come I will treat you different based on your clothes? I got a question. Can you tell somebody is kind by the way they are dressed? Y'all answer that question for me. Can you tell somebody is a kind person based on how they're dressed? Y'all answer that question for me. Now listen carefully here. Depends. Some have those evil symbols on clothes. Okay, but does that mean that they're unkind? Because of a symbol on their clothing? Does that mean that they're unkind? In other words, if I say they're unkind because of that symbol on their clothes, am I righteous for that or unrighteous? What y'all say? Can a person be kind and look as if they're not? Test the spirit by the spirit, not the way they dress. Now, how do you test the spirit? By something on the outside of them or something that's going on internally? What's come out their heart? What is testing the spirit? All right, now continuing in Matthew, he says, therefore take no thought. Well, let's go back one verse. Wherefore, if God so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? Told you what he came here to prove to us. David comes here to instill faith into the people. That's what he comes for. So that's what Christ came to do. O ye of little faith, shall I find faith in Israel? When the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith? You see how it's all about faith? He says, y'all ain't got faith if you worried about what you're going to wear. Listen to this, little flock. You do not have faith in God if you are worried. Period. Nothing else. Don't matter what you're worried about. If you're worried, then you don't believe God. That's what Christ was saying. Don't worry about these things. Take no thought means don't you worry. Watch this. Take no thought saying, what should we eat or what should we drink or wherewithal should we be clothed? For all of these things do the Gentiles seek. So what are Gentiles seeking? In other words, what are worldly people chasing? They are chasing what to eat, what to drink, and what to wear. That is what they work for. Now tell me that's not the truth. You go to a job and you work with your coworkers, and all the hell they start talking about is what they're going to have for lunch. So what the hell they talk about? You're on your first shift. Your first part of your shift. You know, you work like those 2 hours. You get a break or something. So you're working the 2 hours. You're working. Then here comes your fucking coworker. Hey, pal. Hey, man, what's up? You got $20 to put on lunch? No, I'm good. I don't want to eat. What you guys having? Well, we're just gonna go to Coney Island, man. Get a couple conies and some hamburgers, man. No, you guys go ahead, man. Okay. The next day. Hey, man, you got $20 for lunch? No, man. What y'all eating today? Oh, we were just gonna go to Happy's and get some shrimp and some chicken fingers, French fries. No thanks. Then here's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday, pal. You got $20? Nigga, I ain't got $20. I ain't got 5 on it. And you making me want to put 5 on a sack of weed so I can smoke because you niggas is tripping. Instead of spending my 20 on that damn lunch, I gotta spend my 20 for the weed man because you niggas is tripping. I'm telling you, that's all they think about. Okay, what did I have for lunch on Monday? Oh, yeah, I think I don't want to try that this time. I'll try this place today. Aren't you sick and tired of the same old shit? Don't do that. Y'all silly. Y'all silly. Y'all feel what I'm saying, though? These people is tripping. All they care about is 3D. The next day, okay, yeah. Now, what are we going to do today at work, guys? Let's try to laugh and have a good time. Let's sneak off into the back room and get drunk and then go back to work and hope nobody notices. What the hell? That's what excites you niggas out here in this world. You see what I'm saying? This is what has destroyed society. Everybody judges things on the outward appearance. Well, if y'all are judging things on outward appearance, I tell you what I would do to you niggas. I would make sure that everything I sold to you was cheap as fuck as long as it looked good on the outside. That's what I do to you niggas. And that's what they've done to you niggas. Hope y'all can hear me today. If you don't care about the inside, then I won't care about it. I'll only care about the outside because that's all y'all seem to care about. I seen what's that damn rapper, that girl, Glorilla? That girl rapping, got some jacked up ass teeth. She rapping and shit. I'm fuck nigga free. Not me. All that shit. Jacked up ass teeth. Look at her now. Horse teeth, Da Vinci veneers. Smiling and shit. Yeah, I got my teeth fixed. It's all y'all care about is some teeth. What else y'all care about? A bag, a Birkin, some bag made out of ostrich. Y'all seem to love that shit. A bag made out of ostrich, some fingernails that click off your shit, some eyelashes that are like this, all outward appearance. Am I lying to you or am I telling you the truth? So back to my original question. What destroyed society? Piss poor judgment. Okay? Poor judgment. Not judging things correctly. And that's what Yahushua is telling. I just read it to you. Don't be like them. The Gentiles are searching after that stuff. You don't be like them. So my question to y'all is, are y'all searching after that stuff? Are you judging in righteous judgment? Can you be deceived today by a nice suit? Can you? A nice car? Have y'all seen the videos where a guy goes up to a random female on the street. He walks up to her and he's like, hey girl, let me holler at you. And the girl's like, nigga, he looked poor. See, he purposely dresses poor. Purposely. So that she can react this way. She looks at him and goes, ugh, hell no. Get out of here, po ass nigga. She walks off and he goes, okay, well, have a good day. Turns around and clicks the alarm on a Lamborghini and gets in it. And that girl that was doing this, hell no, nigga. You can't talk to me, you poor ass nigga. Bye. As soon as she hears that, doop, doop. Oh, well, hi, I was just noticing your car. What the hell? Just a minute ago, you didn't want to have nothing to do with me. Now, all of a sudden, because of this object next to me, you want me? Both of them have unrighteous judgment. The one that's using has unrighteous judgment because they're saying, I'll be with you because of that object. And then there's other persons deceiving themselves because they're saying they're with me. No, they're not. They're with that object. People chase objects. That's what they chase. All the people that you know in your life, how many times have you heard them say, I'm about to, I'm finna, I'm about to get that, I'm about to do this year, I'm about to go here, I'm about to travel there, I'm about to buy this, I'm about to cop me one of those. How often have y'all heard that? And then how many times have you seen your friend or coworker or whoever it is get the object, and then a year later they're saying the same thing they said about that object about another object? I'm going to get me one of those. I'm going to get me one of those. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that. You're going to do that shit your whole life. Getting. Did you, with all your getting, did you get some understanding and some knowledge? Or did you only get Lamborghinis, Cuban link chains, diamond VVS tennis bracelets, grills on your shit, Balenciaga on your rack? You got plenty of that. What will it profit you in the day of judgment? All of the Balenciaga. You're telling me that Yahusha is going to come in your house and go, I was about to condemn you to hell, man, for your wickedness, because you were wicked as hell. You're killing, you're murdering, you're stealing, you're slandering, your iniquity. I was going to condemn you to hell. But I happened to pass by your closet. I happened to walk past your closet there when I was coming to send you to hell. I walked past your closet. I saw you got a badass leather Gucci jacket in there. And I said, that guy's way too stylish to go to hell. He's got way too much style to be condemned. So I'm changing my mind. Because of your Gucci jacket, I will give you a pass. Now I'm moving on to the next person. And he goes on. You guys really think that's the way it goes? Yahusha come to judge you, and then you go, hey, before you lower down the gauntlet on me, I got $5 billion in my bank account. I'll wire it to you. And then Yahusha goes, he's about to swing the sword. He goes, wait. How much you say? How much you talking? 5 billion? Okay, put my sword up. Wait a minute. We're talking big dollars now, buddy. We're talking big bank. Come on with the cash. Send it to my account. Do you think Yahusha got a bank account? You think he do? Now he left that guy. He goes to another place. He's about to judge someone else. And then that person says, hold on, Yahusha, wait. You can have my Ferrari. Just don't kill me. Take the Ferrari. And Yahusha goes, you know what? You're right, man. You're right, bud. That Ferrari is just too bad as hell. I have to have it, so I'll spare you. That shit ain't about to happen to nobody you know good and damn well. Y'all know good and damn well that ain't about to happen. So they don't even act like it's going to happen. By chasing it. What will your riches do on the day of judgment? Is that written in the Bible? Well, you know the grandson going to see. He going to show it to you if it is. Let's see. Let's see. Proverbs chapter 11. Let's see what Proverbs has to say about the matter. Riches, which is what the whole world is chasing, aren't they? I mean, y'all would agree with me that the world chases riches, right? Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but, so there are two things I can chase. He says riches don't profit. So if I'm smart, I'll throw that shit right out the window. Right out the window. Do I look like I'm chasing the riches? Do I look like I'm chasing riches to y'all? Why? because riches profit not in the day of wrath, but something does. What? But righteousness delivers from death. So wait a minute. Riches and Uncle Screw swimming in the vault ain't gonna help me. Righteousness will deliver me. So what's my name? Grandson of riches? Is that my name? The grandson of richness. No, the grandson of rightness, righteousness, right thought. Because why? Because righteousness delivers from death. That's why I chase that instead of money. Now, why is this such a dilemma, what I'm describing? Why is it so hard for people to judge righteous judgment? Because they think money is going to give them the things that they desire. The things we just read about, don't think about what you'll eat, drink, or wear. What do people use to buy food, clothes, and drink? What do they use? Now, my thing is, the thing that people use to buy food, clothes, and drink, did they always use that from the beginning of time? What they're using now to buy stuff, have they always used that through history? Or is that a fairly recent thing that they're doing? I'll let you guys answer that question. You said, is that a puppy on the couch? Yeah. Yeah. No pup over there chilling, listening to the message. Dogs get the crumbs that fall from the master's table too. So now my question, what delivers from death? Riches or righteousness? Which one? So then which one should you be chasing? Which one is the world chasing? Which one does the world tell you to chase? So do you see why friendship with the world is enmity against God? Do you see? Friendship with the world is hatred against God. Let's get that. James chapter 4, verse 4. You adulterers and adulteresses. You see how Abba views it? See how Abba views what we're doing? Adulterers and adulteresses, know you not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God. Like I be saying, because what can you say against that? If you're a friend, he said it very clearly. He said, friendship with the world is enmity with God. So if you're a friend of the world, then you're an enemy of God. So are you friends with the world? Are you? Because if you're friends with the world, then you're judging unrighteous judgment just like the world does. Everything is based on outward appearance. Now, if you were going to go buy a used car, would you buy that car based on its outward appearance or based on its inner workings? Which would you think is wiser? Because I can tell you right now, there are people who have gotten into a very nice looking car on the outside, started driving up the highway, and then all of a sudden, what the hell? Yep, you got a lemon, bud. I deceived you by making it look good, but it ain't. That is the old trick that has been used since the beginning of time, and y'all still fall for it? I'm confused. Why? Why are you falling for it? It's like me, guys. I'll explain to you like this. What am I doing on my videos? All I'm ever talking about is the truth of God. Now, why am I rejected by the world? Why is it only a few people listening to this message? Even though it's the truth of God, which everybody says they want to hear. Well, how come they won't listen to it? Because they look at me because they hear me with their carnal ears and they see me with their carnal eyes. Christ said you cannot do that. You must have eyes to see and ears to hear. Why would he say that if you already got them? And what's wrong with the ears and eyes that you already got? They see incorrectly and they hear incorrectly. That's what happens when people see me. They see incorrectly and they hear incorrectly. They cannot judge righteousness at all. So they think that when I'm talking nonsense. I'm speaking hatred. I'm speaking hate speech, and I'm speaking harshly, and I'm speaking whatever words people can come up with. You see what I'm saying? Because they can't judge it righteously. They said a man of God doesn't look like him. Poor people look like him. Inferior people look like him. Slaves look like him. Thugs look like him. Black looks like him. Negative looks like him. Criminal looks like him. Line up mugshot looks like him. Hope you can understand that. All negative associations with my image so that nobody would ever believe that out of Judah would spring forth the truth. Well, our Messiah, it is evident, sprang forth from Judah, the most hated people on the earth. Because people can't judge righteously. What did they say about Christ? Did they say, give us Christ? No, they didn't. They said, give us Barabbas and crucify Christ. So it looks like you guys can judge right, huh? Always asking for a damn murderer instead of your king. That's prove your ass sick. That prove you sick. Give us a murderer instead. And then not only not give us Christ, but kill him. What brother say, sister say? They can't handle the truth. Just like Jack Nicholson said in that movie when he was sitting up there, you can't handle the truth. That's them niggas. You niggas can't handle the truth. Y'all scatter and run like roaches when you hear it, world. Only the elect can withstand the fire of the Ruach HaKodesh. Wasn't there a fire and there was some men in there, some Israelites, and they didn't get burned, or neither did their hair get singed? Y'all know about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? They was in the fiery furnace, but they didn't get burnt. That's you in the world. It's fire all around you. You're in hell. How many of you know that you were born into death, that you were born into the grave? How many of you know that? Vanity is death. Do not take the Lord's name in vain. Lies, death, emptiness, nothingness. Solomon said, all things done under the sun are vain, empty. So then you're in the world of emptiness. What is empty? Nothing, nothingness, hell, grave, dead. That's what it is. That's where you were born. Did you know that? I'm misunderstood all the time, Pepper Blue says. Yep, all the elect are. That is the biggest heartbreak for the elect, is us being misunderstood. Do you know how frustrating it is? And I'm not saying anything about me. I'm just letting you guys know. Do you know how frustrating it is to do what I'm doing right now at times in the world that we live in? Do you know how frustrating it is to pour your whole heart out and cry at times and scream out for your people, and for them to just walk past you and ignore you as if what you have to say is valueless? You know how difficult that is to do? And to know that if you simply decorated yourself up like a fucking clown, that they would listen to you then. Sister Adele says it stinks in this place. Abba gonna clean it soon. Okay, now you say it stinks in this place. You are confessing out of your mouth that this world is filthy, which means your judgment is on point. See what I'm saying? If somebody goes, man, this world is great, man, I love life, man, everything's going good, that proves they can't judge right. Your water is being poisoned. Your food is fake as hell and made in a laboratory. You're in a famine, but they're lying because they're giving you fake food that they made in the lab because all the real food is already gone. You're already in a famine, and you're saying life is good and everything's great. You have to pay to drink water. Gotta pay to drink water. That's all good. So what? That's life. Well, ask your granddad if he had to pay to drink water, nigga. Ask your granddad if he had bottled water. They just present something to you. Okay, let me give y'all this nugget of wisdom if y'all are listening. They're giving you the semblance of convenience. That's how they keep winning. Okay. Convenience is how they keep winning. You may know that what they're offering you is bad, but it is convenient, and so you accept it. Is it convenient for your spirit or convenient for your flesh? A microwave, is it convenient? Is it harmful? That's the way it goes. Everything in this world that is convenient harms you. Now, how many people want to do things that are inconvenient? Nobody does. So do you see why they keep tricking you with things that are convenient? Let's make it easier to do that. And then you go, I don't care what it does to society. It's easier for me to order my food unshipped. It's easier for me to just order DoorDash. I don't care what it's doing. That's the problem. Convenience has drowned you in a world of drunkenness. So do y'all hear that today? What has destroyed society? What would destroy your house? Your piss poor judgment. You're letting things creep in your door, thinking that they're okay and they're harmless. And meanwhile, they're only coming in to destroy your shit. The world is destroyed because of bad judgment. Look, the people that destroyed you and put you into slavery, Israel, are they acting like they're your friends today? Are they? Why would they do that? Why would they act like they're cool with you? They weren't acting like they were cool with you before, so why are they now? Deception. And how do you deceive? Painting the outside. So do y'all hear that today? Or what? If I wanted to deceive you, that's all I got to do. Find out what you like and then throw it on. That's it. That's what Christ was saying about the religious leaders of the day that he was in. That's what he was telling you. Look, a wolf in sheep's clothing. What that mean? See? A whited sepulcher. What does that mean? Now, who said those things? Wolf in sheep clothing and whited sepulcher. Who said that? Both of those things describe what? Somebody who is something, who covers it up and makes it look like there's something else. Y'all hear that today? That's what's happening. Making it look like, and not only are they making it look like something else, they're making themselves look like something that's good. A wolf dressing as sheep. See, he's not dressing as another wolf. He's not dressing up as a bear. How come? That's what I'm trying to dig into the elect right now. How come the wolf doesn't decorate himself as a lion? Why doesn't the wolf decorate himself as a panther or a jaguar or some shit or a hyena? Why does the wolf disguise himself as a sheep? Why would he do that? I'll let y'all answer it. Why doesn't he use a different disguise? Why does he use the disguise of a sheep? Why have narcissists come into my life pretending to love me and ended up hurting me? Okay, did you hear my question I just asked? Why would a wolf dress up as a sheep? You said, why do narcissists come in my life pretending to love me? Pretending to love you. Why does a wolf pretend to be a sheep? What are you? Are you a sheep of the Father? Well, then that's why he's dressing up as you. So, to answer your question there, why have narcissists come into my life pretending to love me and end up hurting me? It is because that's what swine and dogs do. What does he say about casting your pearls before swine? Casting your pearls before swine is what you do when you're in a relationship with a narcissist. You're giving all of your good qualities to someone who doesn't recognize it, doesn't care about it, matter of fact, envies you for doing it. But your judgment is off, Peppa Blue. Your judgment was wrong. So Abba had to show you that you had that defect in your judgment by allowing you to, excuse my language, fuck up. That's the only way we see that we're wrong. We think we're good judges when we get with somebody or you meet somebody. We think we're a good judge of character. If we're not, that's the only way Abba shows us is by causing somebody who is a wolf in sheep's clothing to come and expose the fact that we judge wrong. So they're actually helping us. You see? How does something grow? Through pain? Growing pains? So how do you grow? Through pain. Sister Adele said to distract you. That's why the narcissists come in your life. Yep, that's another thing. That's right. To get your attention off of what you're supposed to be focused on. That's it. To waste time. What does he say? To steal, kill, destroy. What do they steal from you? Your time, your energy, your cuteness, your joy, your happiness, your peace, your relaxation, your quiet, your soundness of mind. What do they say about narcissistic and borderline abuse? They say it is crazy making behavior. Do you hear that today or what? That means that these narcissists' behavior causes the ones around them to become crazy. Why? Because they themselves are crazy as hell. A little leaven leavens the whole lump. Little leaven is craziness. A little bit of crazy makes everybody crazy. Y'all see that today? Almost killed me a couple times, but I was backsliding. Yep. I'm sure all of the elect have had near death experiences, close calls. All of us have. Because remember, the enemy comes not but to kill, steal, destroy. What does it say on there? Kill? He wasn't lying when he warned us of that. The enemy wants to kill you. That's why his behavior is what's called crazy making, to drive you crazy, to either get you to kill yourself or to kill someone else, which is going to put you away forever. That's all they're trying to do. Once you know it, then you stop falling for it. I'll give you guys an example. When I was married, the woman that I was married to, I was completely blinded to what she really was. Well, when I started to discover what she really was, I did a test one day. We were separated at this time. She was already divorcing me, discarding me, see? But we were still kind of dealing with each other a little bit. So I took her out to eat to talk about the case of our marriage and what we were going to do. But I was very careful not to open my mouth when I went. Now, every other time I used to be with my wife and hang out with her, I would talk to her and just have normal conversations, not thinking anything strange. But once I started to find out what she was and did some research and read a couple books, then I thought to myself, I now she's discarding me. She's doing the discard that I've been reading about here. I didn't know shit about that before, but now I'm reading about it. And I see I'm going through it. Okay, gray rock method. So I sat there at the restaurant like this. And she just ate her food and didn't really say anything. I started noticing she's not talking to me at all. She's just eating and just going along her day. I wasn't saying anything. I'm just sitting there. And then eventually she says to me, "Why are you not talking? What's going on with you?" I said, "Nothing. I'm just chilling." And she said, "Okay." Went back to eating. We sat there the whole dinner that way. I told you I did not open my mouth and speak. I just sat there and watched her eat. I didn't even actually eat. I didn't even actually order anything. I just sat there and I just watched her not say anything. And then when we were done eating, I went to drop her back off at her mother's house, which is where she was staying because she was divorcing me and leaving. I went to drop her off, and she turned to me in the garage where I was letting her out of my car to go into her mother's house. She turned to me and tried to seduce me to have sex with her in that garage. Let me get this straight. You're divorcing me, taking the kids that I love away from me, which you can see is tearing me apart inside, and them. We go out to try to talk about our relationship. You don't talk to me at all. We don't bring up our relationship. We don't talk about anything. You just eat your dinner. And then when I go to drop you off after not talking all night, not seeing each other for weeks because we've been estranged from each other, you would try to have sex with me? And then I don't have sex with you, and then you kind of storm off and go in the house kind of irritated about it? Do y'all understand what I'm telling to y'all? Empty. I judged outward appearance. I'll be the first one to tell you. I judged that woman on outward appearance. I thought she was absolutely gorgeous on the outside, and that's why I chose her. My bad. It was not hers or anybody else's fault of my poor judgment. Oh, she hurt me, man. She had sex with my own family, man. She did this to me, man. She smear campaigned me and lied to me and distorted my image to my family and did this and did this and did this and did this. She couldn't have did a damn thing unless you first asked her to be in your life. Now, why would you ask a demon to be in your life unless you don't know it's a demon? And whose fault is it that you don't know? Yours. You're telling me that I can put on a Halloween costume, a bunny outfit, come in your house, and you'll think I'm a fucking bunny? That's what's happening. That's what I'm telling you. A narcissist puts on a bunny outfit and says, "I'm a cute bunny." And then we go, "Oh, yeah, okay, cool. All right, I'll love you. I'll be with you and have kids with you and have a whole marriage and give you my name and bring you into my family life and everything. Because I believe you're a bunny, even though I can clearly see there's a zipper going up your back like the old Godzilla outfit back in Japan when the Godzilla used to be stomping on the buildings and shit with that rubbery ass outfit with the zipper going up his back. And then one day, y'all get into an argument, you and your narcissistic relationship, y'all get into an argument and you fuck around and see the zipper on their back. You're like, "You're not even a real person. You're a tear. I see the zipper." And you still ignore it. Y'all follow what I'm saying today? Y'all follow what I'm saying today? Oh, man. Gang stalkers are narcs. Well, yeah, of course. You ain't got nothing else better to do except trying to be somebody else, then yeah, you definitely is got some mental issues going on there. And really what it is because they're a counterfeit human. I want you to hear it good. They are a counterfeit human. Let's let's really get into this real quick. Let's dig down in this a little bit deep. A counterfeit human. Okay. A tare. The definition of tare is an injurious weed resembling wheat when young. So you notice God says, let them grow for a time. Well, the tare only looks like wheat when it's young. After it gets older, its mass starts to slip, as they say about narcissists. The mass starts to slip, and the wheat can see the zipper going up Godzilla's back. He's like, nigga, you got the Barney suit on. Now let me see what you really look like. They take the Barney head off, and they're like, Melina. Yeah, the fucking teeth come out. You're like, what the fuck? Put your mask back on, Barney. I divorce you. I'm out of here. Yeah, you can have all the money, have the house, and all that shit. Have the kids too. You can have it all. I got to get the hell away from you, you damn vampire. That's right. That's right. Y'all didn't see about what's the girl's name? Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Now, Amber Heard got mad at Johnny Depp, and when Johnny Depp left, did Amber Heard go in their bedroom and take a caca on his bed? Did she do that? So Amber Heard on the outside, according to Johnny Depp, was looking real beautiful and good, see? But she shitted. She defecated in your sleeping quarters where you lay your head at. She doodled there. So is she a beautiful woman? Do beautiful women doodle where they sleep? A dog don't even do that shit. So did Johnny Depp have a woman, Amber Heard, or did he have something else? Look at Kanye and Kim. Divorce. Kim like, just because you're having a spiritual awakening, Kanye, doesn't mean I am. Kim, you silly rabbit. You don't know the definition of marriage? You're no longer two, but you're one flesh. So if he's experiencing something and you're one flesh, then aren't you? Yeah, but you wicked ass, narcissistic ass devils in this world that can't get enough of flash, flash, pose, pose, slay, slay, fierce. Yes, y'all can't get enough of that dumbass shit. As soon as you see a camera, what the hell? Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Jada Pinkett too. Yeah, that's what we talking about. That's what we're talking about. This woman, Jada Pinkett, sat there right in front of her husband, well-known husband, on national TV, sat right there in front of him, and he said, "Tell the people what you did." And she said, "What? I had an entanglement." Okay, we got scripts for bald-headed scallywags like you. We got scripts for you. What? I had an entanglement. Okay, so you're a married woman. You had sexual relationships with another man in your marital house, and you called it an entanglement. Okay. Okay. Let's see what Abba calls it. Let's see what Abba calls it. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I've done no sin. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. You talking about that little puppy back there? Hold on, let me grab her for you. Adele want to see you. Say hey. Say hey. I'm sorry, you were sleeping. You were sleeping, little girl. Hmm. Say hey to the people. Say hey, y'all. But that's what the problem is, y'all. The world can't judge righteous judgment. You heard what we just read, right? Y'all heard the scripture. The adulterous woman wipes her mouth. What is she wiping off? What does an adulterous woman wipe off her mouth? What you think she wiping off her mouth? Remember, Jada Pinkett said, it's an entanglement. I had an entanglement. The adulterous wife wipes her mouth and says, I did no sin. So did God lie or was God telling the truth? And then what did her beta male husband end up having to do because he was castrated by what she did to him? What did he do? He went up there and slapped another man. Pow! Keep my wife's name out your mouth. You see? Defending the honor of a woman who doesn't even defend her own damn honor. Cheated on you in your own damn house and then told the world she did it. Telling you, you'll be vexed with the filthy conversation of this world if you give it any type of energy. If you start listening to what these people are talking about, you're going to get vexed if you're of the righteous elect seed. Just is what it is. Just is what it is. And see, that energy that we feel when we get vexed, we were taught our whole lives that that was bad. We were taught. So we spend our whole life trying to become good again. Wrong, error. You're not seeking it by faith then. You're seeking it by works. Works are outward. If y'all can't come out of the outward way of living, then you're going to fall short of the glory of God. It's just the way it is. And ain't no way around it. I mean, you could try to get around it, but you ain't going to get around it. Y'all hear me today? You ain't going to get around it. All right. So now, we was reading from Samuel, where Samuel said that God doesn't judge the way man judges. God doesn't judge the way man judges.
Bluetooth
so then,
is connected.
what should you do? Should you judge the way man judges or judge the way God judges? What should you do? He admitted to cheating on her too. Oh, I have no doubts about that. That's the way of the world. That's what they do to each other. It's just the way the world works. I have no doubts about that, not one little bit. Matter of fact, I think he said in that thing where she said, I had an entanglement, I think Will said, and I'm going to get you back for that too. So do you see how these are married people? Yeah, I'm going to get your ass back for that shit you did. That's the way you want to be with your husband? Sister Pepper Blue? So you and your husband want to be taking shots at each other all day and being enemies because that's what we saw in that interview. It just reminds me that folks don't honor marriage as one and respect. They think marriage is a business or a joke or both. Facts. When I was at work, when I used to work, one of my coworkers was engaged to be married, but he had cold feet and he was putting it off and making all kinds of excuses. And I asked him one day, I said, "Why are you going through all this rigmarole about getting married? Why don't you just get married, man?" And he gave me a bunch of excuses and stuff. And I said, "It's just because of fear." He said, "Ain't got nothing to do with fear, man. Ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not afraid." I said, "Then why don't you go on and do it then?" And he says, "Because I don't think marriage should be about love. I think it's a business relationship." That's what he said. So what you said is true. That's how they feel about it. We've been around too many worldly folk. Before I get out of here, I want to make sure I read that scripture to y'all about how many righteous people is around you. You'll be shocked when you hear this scripture. Hold on. Think about it. Us as the elect, if we're in a room and there are 10 people in there, how many of those people do you think are righteous? Other than you. You're one of the 10. So you are one of the righteous. And then how many of the other out of the 10 do you think are righteous in that room? How many? Go to the book of Jeremiah. Start at verse 1. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1. Watch this, y'all. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But you have played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return again unto me, says Abba. So what did Abba say about Israel? What did Abba say about Israel? That they are his wife, first of all, and they have played the harlot with many other men. So Jada Pinkett cheated on Will Smith. Okay, we cheated on God. With many other men, what he said. And he said, doesn't that pollute you by doing that? Of course. If a woman is married to a man, she becomes Miss Jackson, and then Miss Jackson goes out there and has sex with everybody in the city and then comes back to Mr. Jackson, he's going to say you're polluted. Well, that's Abba's wife. And Abba says, I will still receive you back. That's what he just said there. You see? He said, let's see. Let me see. What do I want? Okay, here we go. Jeremiah 3, chapter 3, verse 14. Turn, O backsliding children. Sister Adele, didn't you say we're talking about backsliding earlier? Okay. He says, turn, O backsliding children, says Abba, for I am married unto you. I am married unto you. Watch this. And I will take you one of a city and two out of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. So how many people out of a city did he say he would take? And how many people out of your family will he take? Did he say few shall find it? How many people in a city did we just read would he take? To answer your question, whenever God blesses me with a husband, he will have to be about kingdom business and I will be his helpmeet, nothing less. Good for you. It's the right way to be. Shit, that's the right way to be. Like when I was saying about my question, I'm saying, do you want to be with a man where y'all argue and are in competition all day long, taking shots at each other, like Will Smith said about Jada Pinkett? I'm gonna get you back for what you did to me. Is that the kind of man you want? Well, Will Smith has millions of dollars. He has clout. He has fame and fortune. But he's also talking about getting his wife back for cheating on him. See what I'm saying? So he said he gonna take them one of a city. So how many people live in your city? You can Google it right now. You can look online and see how many people live in my city. He said he's gonna take one of those people out of that city. Did you hear that? Jeremiah 3:14. I will take you one of a city and two of a family. So you may have 30 people in your family. How many of them will God take into his kingdom? You may have 3.5 million people in your city. How many of them will God take into his kingdom? South Carolina, for sure. Well, however many people live in Greenville, South Carolina, you may be the only one. It may be two or three of y'all out there, but he said one of a city. Can y'all accept that today? That the city you live in, you could possibly be the only righteous soul there? And then you wonder why you feel pressure. You wonder why you feel suffocated. How does wheat feel in the middle of a field of tares? Because that's how you feel. Suffocated, surrounded, stalked, hated, ostracized, just like the wheat would feel in a field full of weeds, injurious weeds. Isn't that what it said? Injurious weeds. That's what a tear is. Do y'all understand the word injurious? Injurious, causing or likely to cause damage or harm. Hurtful. So, Sister Pepper, did you say that people were coming into your life, narcissists, to hurt you? A tear is an injurious weed. The word injurious means hurtful, damaging, harmful, dangerous, undesirable, unhealthy, destructive. So, those people you were talking about that was coming into your life, those narcissists, were they harmful, damaging, detrimental, hurtful, dangerous, unfavorable, and undesirable and unhealthy to be in your life? Then God never lied. Let them dwell together. Let the hurtful, damaging, harmful, dangerous, undesirable, unhealthy people dwell with the loving, kind, generous, patient, long suffering, tender, merciful people. And we just discovered that kind, patient, loving, merciful people are in very few number because few shall find it. Everybody else is distracted by a Lamborghini or an ostrich skin Birkin bag. They're too busy distracted with that nonsense, with their New Year's resolution. They're too busy trying to fulfill that than to fulfill what Abba said do. They don't find value in his kingdom. Where is his kingdom? Your inner life. They run from dealing with that, don't they? Think about people that you know when they ask you for advice about something. Think about how they react when they're telling you about what somebody did to them. This person did this to me. This person did that. They cheated me. They were treating me bad. Think about the moment you say, well, what did you do to them? Watch their reaction. Watch their reaction. When you say, well, what about the things you've done? You say they hurt you. Have you ever hurt them? Watch their reaction when you ask them. People hate to be addressed or held accountable for their actions. Well, where is the kingdom of heaven? So then you see why they can't enter into the kingdom? They can't enter into themselves. They can't go in there and be honest. So they stay out of there and they focus on this out here. And they find friends out there and they find lovers out there and acquaintances out there who accept them out there, who are just like them, empty as hell on the inside with nothing to offer you. So it's best that we stop giving them our life force energy, which is keeping them alive off our nutrients, and pull our nutrients back to ourselves. We were sharing our nutrients with them because we thought they were weak standing next to us because we're kind. Hey, I have some nutrients here. You guys want to share? The tares are like, hell yeah, snatch all the shit out your hand. You're like, wait, I said share, not have it all. Well, hey, you said it was nutrients there, so we grabbed it. I was just trying to love my neighbor as myself. Tares aren't your neighbors. They're not supposed to be in the garden. Remember what God said? I did not plant them there. An enemy came and threw that shit in here. He threw them seeds over the fence and they landed in here. Go ahead and let them grow for a while. Shit, let them grow. I'm going to uproot them though. Narcissist. Do you ever wonder, before I get out of here, listen to this, y'all. Do you ever wonder why Abba says there will be no tears in the kingdom? Think about what you've been through. Think about how many tears you've shed. Think about how many hardships you've had to overcome. And then think about what Abba says when he says, he will wipe all tears from your eyes. There will be no remembrance of the former things. Can you hear me today? There shall be no remembrance of the former things. So then all the tears you shed and all the hardship, you won't even remember it ever existed. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall abide forever. So all of the lovers of this world, I'll read this scripture and then we'll be done with this, y'all. I'll go ahead and let y'all go and I'll go ahead and do what I got to do. Let me see. Let me see what y'all are saying in here in the chat. So, yeah, brother, y'all was right. Shed many tears from pain of betrayal. Abba says, be all givers and takers. We're givers in a taker's world. Got to pray and feed my cats. Thank you, Abba Father. For sure. You got some kitty cats, huh? Good. But yeah, we've all been through hella pain so that we could grow into the plant that we were always designed to be from the beginning. A plant takes pruning. You have a plant, you have to clip off some. Well, that plant is alive. So the clipping, it may hurt, but it will cause you to grow and flourish. You see? I'm going to read this and then we'll be done with this. All of those who are chasing things in this world, stacking up riches in this world, let's see what will be the end of that. 2 Peter chapter 3, starting at verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. What do thieves come to do? To steal some shit? In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So what's the end of this world you're living in? It's going to be burnt to a crisp. Everything you stacking in that vault, Uncle Scrooge, is going to be burnt up to a little ash. Everything you stuffed under your mattress that you think going to deliver you on the day of wrath is going to turn into dust. Everything that you stashed in that safety deposit box you think is going to be held there for a rainy day is going to turn into dust. Everything will be burnt up with fervent heat. The earth will, and so will everything in it. Look at the people chasing it. Look at the people chasing it like moths to a flame, aren't they? Mm-hmm. He said, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to the promise, look for new heavens and a new earth." I told you, God loved the world. God loved the world. Well, why is he making a new heaven and a new earth then? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're looking for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, right thinking. So he says, seeing that this world is going to be destroyed, why don't you just let it go? Stop giving it your energy. You see, society is falling. So there's no need in being involved in it anymore. But you keep seeing people keep trying. Y'all see that today? You keep seeing them trying. He says it's going to be burnt with fervent heat. The word fervent means having or displaying a passionate intensity, intense, profound, sincere, spirited, deep-seated. That's what fervent means. So a passionate intensity, burning flame is going to burn this earth and everything in it. And y'all niggas is still grabbing it. You grabbing some shit that's burnt. Abba said he claimed the end from the beginning. So he's already told you the end of the shit you're grabbing. It's ashes. Y'all hear that today? You've been getting my comments. Ja Angel. I'm gonna have to go back and check on my other videos. I've been running around, and then when I do get back to the my YouTube page, I jump right on live. So I'm gonna have to go back and check. Where do you think the second Exodus and wilderness spot is? Some say South Africa. Okay. I'll read these other comments. I'll come back. I'm back in Signal. I'll have to watch the other live soon. Cool that you're doing this. Stay blessed. Thanks for the messages received. For sure. For sure, Core Anomaly. Shalom, my bro. I'm glad you're back connected, man. Pepper Blue, New Jerusalem. Adele, Isaiah 24. Okay, let's read Isaiah 24. See what you talking about, girl. Isaiah 24. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty. That's me and Adele giving each other high fives. I'm giving sis a high five right now. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste. Now, I got to ask you guys a question. Do y'all like waste? When you take a number 2 in the toilet, don't you call that waste? That's what the earth is. It maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master. Everybody gonna act the same way. Don't matter what position you got. As with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. It means everybody gonna be equal. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled. For the Lord spoken this word, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. What people of the earth are languishing? The haughty people. Proud, arrogant, narcissist. They're languishing. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. I told you the earth is fallen because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. You see why I gave Sister high five? Everything that I said earlier is confirmed right here in this scripture. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate, empty. Narcissists, empty. Gang stalkers, empty. Tares, empty. Desolate. That's why there are only a few real men left on the earth. See? The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth. All the merry-hearted do sigh. Is that the world you living in right now, or what? Oh, another day. Fuck, I gotta get up and do this shit all over again. Damn, man. Golly, another day at this dumbass job. The merry-hearted sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceases. The noise of them that rejoice ends, and the joy of the harp ceases. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Do you hear this? Do y'all hear this today? There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. I hope y'all hear all this today. I hope y'all hear all this today. Verse 17, fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitant of the earth. Traps. The trap is set. The trap is the world. That's why he said, come out the world. The world is flashy cars, money, jewelry, fame, fortune, friends, status. All that nonsense is of the world, and it is not of the Father. Search the scriptures and see if I'm lying to you about this. Thank you, sister, for that scripture, because it confirmed everything that I had been talking about. The earth gonna be empty as hell with nobody in it. Y'all didn't watch I Am Legend? Abba gave this chapter in prayer last week. Abba not playing. No, he's not. He's not. I don't even go live. So if he told me to at this hour, then he's doing something. He's doing something. And like I told you, it's best for all to gather together at this time, us true believers, and take care of each other. Simple as that. I'm going to keep saying it until he tells me not to say it anymore. I heard these gang stalkers are after our spiritual powers. Doesn't matter. A tear can never be wheat. When have you ever seen a loaf of bread made out of tares? Ja Angel. Have you ever went to the store and saw a loaf of bread and it was made out of tares? So they can never be you. They can never have what you have. Plain and simple. Henry Eberhardt, shalom, bro. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you here. I don't think we see past 2033, and that 33 is coming back to haunt the Freemasons. Could very well be the case. Could very well be the case. Praise to the Most High. What you think they're after, son? You want the bread fix? I know they can't be me. I say it to them all the time. They say, you can't be me. You can't be elect. Abba chose me. Who chose you? They like, my daddy did. Okay, well, go be with your daddy over there. You see? Because like I said, everybody that's chasing this worldly stuff, man, it's going to turn into dust and ashes. And the world is going to have a few men left in it. Why do y'all think the scripture says 7 women shall take hold of one man? See, y'all got to understand this. Women, true women, love men or reverence a true man. A true man loves the woman. It's all this confusion that has been put in the earth to make us believe that we shouldn't love one another for what we are. A man shouldn't love a woman because he loves women. No, he should love a woman because she's an independent woman, has a 6-figure income, has a BBL, and drives a Range Rover. And guys, you see what I'm trying to explain to you? And the same thing for the women. Get a man that's a high value man. These terms were not terms when I was a kid. High value man. That shit wasn't, we didn't know nothing about that. So where is this new information coming from? It's coming from the untoward generation God told you about. Understand the word untoward, and then you'll understand why I'm saying that. All right. You emailed me, John Angel? Okay, yeah, I gotta go back and check my email there and check and see. I felt you may be needing some as a bless you, help you, but you never replied back. Okay. All right, I'll check my email and see. When it comes to like sending me money or whatnot, like right now, it's just gonna have to be Cash App or something like that. I'm not gonna be able to do like, other ways to send money right now because of how I'm living, my lifestyle. So if y'all want to help out, I mean, I can link my Cash App if y'all want to help support me while I'm doing this work I'm doing. That scripture came to mind 5 minutes ago, and I was going to ask you what your take on polygamy is. Polygamy. What is polygamy? I be getting confused. Polygamy. What is it? Polygamy, like when a man can have multiple wives? Is that what you mean? Clarify, and then I'll answer your question. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which you have, that no man take thy crown. Interesting verse. You notice Abba says, hold fast what you have. So you're not waiting to get the thing then, are you? You already have it. Your job is to not let nobody take it from you. What is your crown? Who I am. What do narcissists try to do? Convince you that you are not who you say you are. Okay, men with multiple wives. The question was, what is my take on men with multiple wives? Well, my take on it is, what do you see in the scripture? A man, men in this, we'll put it like this, men in this world, they say you can have multiple wives and they go out there and they try to look for multiple women. But what we see in the scripture is that for the majority of the time that Abba gave righteous men multiple wives, either their wife gave that woman to their husband, they brought the woman to their husband, or Abba gave her. You understand what I'm saying? So men heaping wives unto themselves is wicked and wrong. You shouldn't go out just looking on your lust to heap wives to yourself. But if Abba gives this to you as a gift, or your wife brings, you see what I'm saying? Like Sarah did with Hagar, or like with Jacob and Zilha and Bilhah, the 2 handmaidens, where the wives would give them to the husband. Different scenarios, you see. But for a man just trying to have women to consume on his lust, I would advise him to read Solomon and see what that does to a man. 7 to 1 man. Yeah, it's the truth. The scripture says that. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick before I get out of here. Let me get it real quick so we can get some context and understand why it says that. First of all, why are 7 women taking hold of 1 man? Because he already told you there won't be many left. Don't y'all see what's happening to men on the earth? They're walking around with purses and dresses and skirts and taking their own sons and dressing them as girls. So there aren't many men left on the earth. There aren't many true men. Well, women that really want a true man, when they go looking, they will only find a few. You see? A man will be rarer than fine gold. How much fine gold you got in your jewelry box? A man will be. See, men are hard to come by today. Righteous men who stand on the word of God and don't waver, crack, chink, switch, shift, turn, or change. Very rare. Rarer than fine gold. Okay? Isaiah 4:1. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So in that day, there will be so few men left that 7 women will take hold of one, saying, let me be your wife. Let me be your wife. You see? I'm tired of all of these niggas with skirts on. I'm tired of these niggas with the rainbow bikini on and the thong on. I'm tired of them. I want a real man. You see? Well, there ain't but a few of them. They're rarer than fine gold. Let me get that for you. Let me get that for you. Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So Abba said, I will make a man more rarer than fine gold. Very rare to find a true man that love God. It's very rare. Look at Noah's day. So shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. How many righteous men were there in Noah's day? Now, when is Abba going to make a man more precious than gold? There's a certain time on the earth when he's going to do this. All right, Adele, shalom, sis. You have a good night. You have a blessed night. I'm about to call it night here in a minute too. So when does a man become more precious than fine gold? When is Abba going to do that? Look at verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. See? Just like he said, when he destroys the whole earth, it ain't going to be but a few men left. And a bunch of women going to say, hold on, I want a husband. Plain and simple. And that's all happening because of everything I described earlier in this video about unrighteous judgment. Well, 7 women are only taken hold because 7 women wasted their time chasing after the Lamborghini, the Birkin bag nigga, the nigga that could buy her the tennis bracelets. She wasted her time with tears, in other words. She didn't know that what a real man was. That's what we've been dealing with. Because why? Because the man didn't know who his man was. See how it's working? He didn't know his head was Christ. He was listening to Allah and Buddha and Krishna and crystals and stones and all kind of stuff, committing adultery. You see? But eventually you're gonna come back to your husband because your husband was good to you. Our husband loves us and he's good to us. We just have to have faith in that. You see? So that's it for tonight, y'all. It was a good live stream. Talked a little about what's going on in the world. Hope y'all benefited from that. Thanks everybody for stopping through that did. Everybody that commented. It looks like a few of y'all already know each other here, so that's cool too. So yeah, like I said, man, we all need to come together and start joining forces like the What is it called? The Planeteers. Is that what it was called? Captain Planet. Here we go. When your powers combine, then the Ruach HaKodesh will come down. Not Captain Planet. The hell with Captain Planet. We don't want him. Y'all hear me today? We want the real captain of the flock to come down in our midst. Y'all see that today? So just remember that this earth is going to be burnt with fervent heat completely. So ain't no need you holding on to nothing in it. Be thankful that Abba removed you from it. So to Ja Angel, Sister Adele, Pepper Blue, Core Anomaly, who else was in here? Brother Josiah Judah, Breaking Generational Curse, Break. Who else? All of y'all that stopped by today. Henry Eberhardt, all of y'all. Hope y'all was edified by this and y'all learned something. And we'll be back tomorrow or maybe tonight or whenever, y'all. Whenever Abba says go, I'm going to go. Salam Israel. Y'all be blessed tonight.